Guys, this is episode 6 of What's the Look. Sorry for the delay. We had a little too much fun this weekend on the golf course, but we're here. It's Tuesday night after work. We got Noah, Dave, and Will. And Dave, we are now down to the final 2 of the bracket.
Yeah, we're finally out of the final 4 and down to the final 2. Stella beat Angry Orchard, and White Claw upset Corona pretty badly, actually. And right now, actually tomorrow on Wednesday, we're going to have the final vote between Stella and White Claw.
Stella must have had an easy track. I don't know how the hell they're in the final.
It's got a lot of support. I'm actually surprised because I didn't really drink Stella at all.
No, I maybe
I maybe only had it like 2 or 3 times beforehand, and I think it's more of a culty thing.
Well, I was going to say,
seems like
when we were drinking at them last weekend, I don't know, wasn't my thing.
They beat Landshark, and then they beat Smirnoff, and then they beat Bud Light. And then they beat Angry Orchard.
I'd rather have a Bud Light than a Stella. That's just me.
I'm just upset my bros, Heineken, Coors Light, Bud Light, Budweiser, Corona, Molson, Labatt Blue, gone. Absolutely gone.
The final was Corona White Claw, and White Claw won, so Corona's better than Stella. I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. But
you're saying it should have been Corona White Claw?
Well, I mean, Corona just happened to be on the same side of the bracket as White Claw. I mean, I think Corona would have beaten
I think
Stella.
White Claw's going to win it all.
I think Corona would have beaten Stella. It probably would have lost to White Claw.
Yeah, well, it did lose.
No, it did lose. Exactly.
I think it's going to be really close, but I think White Claw's going to come out on top.
White Claw's riding a wave right now, like a 2-year wave.
Their logo is literally a wave.
Exactly. They knew they were getting something
Non-stop.
special.
So I finally found the post I was looking for.
Yeah.
That talks about the exit polls versus the reported vote count.
Yeah.
And it says, according to the United Nations, exit poll discrepancies exceeding 4% signify election fraud.
Signify or like
signify election
exit
fraud. That's what it
poll
says.
indicate there
with
could be
exit
election
polls?
fraud.
It signifies there probably is election fraud. That's all it says. So
Wait, with exit polls?
Yeah.
a discrepancy of more than 4%.
It's like exit polls aren't mandatory, so like you don't.
That's what I'm saying.
It can be
like,
swayed so easily.
like Biden supporters are all
All
over
right.
80 years old.
Sure.
They want to get home and
do an exit poll.
fucking watch TV, or play with their grandkids.
But can I ask you though? You were saying that so many of the exit polls for Biden were like 12% differences, right?
So it shows the differences. Basically, on the left, it shows the differences for. It says figures on the left in blue indicate the percentage of fewer votes counted for Bernie. So the negative percentages on the left indicate that there's discrepancies in votes being less than what Bernie.
So the opposite direction.
Right, and then for Biden, it's the opposite. That signifies like an increase in votes.
Way higher than what he was supposed to have.
Who won all those states?
So all of these are in favor of Biden. California, Bernie won, but he apparently should have won by, according to the exit poll, by more than 11% more than he already did.
Yeah.
So then
strange,
Georgia
too.
on the right.
And then all the rest of them, I'm assuming Bernie won Vermont, but Texas,
did.
Massachusetts, South Carolina.
He lost Texas.
He lost Texas.
That was close.
He lost all 3 of those. And yeah, so, oh my God, Vermont, he apparently, look at those differences.
That was close too.
Those are all over 4%, obviously.
So
26% and 11. I don't know.
So Vermont is saying Bernie won, but the vote
Right, so-
count was different by 11%. Like Biden may have been.
According to the exit poll, it says that, okay, so we know Bernie won Vermont, but apparently, according to the exit poll, it says that the reported vote count is 11% less than how many votes Bernie should have had, and 26% more for votes that Biden got. So that's like a discrepancy of basically like 37%. So
then
wonder if
what's the right-hand column saying? The green column.
it's saying that those are votes that Joe Biden got extra more than what the exit poll shows.
So wait, can I see that again? So those 10 different states? Oh,
Those are
it's the same
5, same 5.
Oh, shit. Okay. Gotcha.
So basically, it says that Biden won South Carolina, Massachusetts, and Texas. But Massachusetts, according to the exit poll, he should have gotten crushed in because that's like a difference of like combined like 28%.
So every state on that favors Bernie, meaning like Bernie got fucked.
Bernie got fucked in each one of these states, and he won California and Vermont, and he still got fucked in those apparently.
But I almost bring it back to like I was saying, like the age group thing. Like assume all Bernie supporters are younger, assume all Biden
And you're
supporters are
saying,
older.
like
the younger group may be more like
For the
willing
exit
to
poll. That's what you're
participate in
saying.
the exit poll. Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like they probably
Even if that's true, like it's
Those are
it's
huge
so much.
discrepancies.
There are
Yeah,
huge
it's
discrepancies, yeah.
very big holes that don't really make sense. I can't really find anything online where people talked about it or like
My question
reported on it.
is, why is Bernie not doing more about it though? I mean, he's obviously heard these because he's got plenty of supporters in his campaign that
Who
are
knows?
like, hey Bernie, you got some shit going on right now.
I mean, obviously, so he got fucked in 2016 by Hillary hard.
Yeah,
And, like-
the super delegate. Where are these super delegates? There's no super delegates yet. Isn't that a thing? You know what I'm talking about? Because Hillary won like 80% of the super delegates, but he
Is that
won,
different than the primary delegates?
super delegates aren't really voted on. Super delegates are just like
Oh.
these are party members that are like going to her.
Right.
They
That's
can
so
they
ridiculous.
can
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah.
They
we
get to
just choose, yeah.
But like,
Whoever paid me
where
more.
are these super delegates now? They already get delegated, or like?
I'm assuming they're all just
think
going to go
they
Biden because
changed-
it's all Biden now.
Well, yeah, of course, 'cause that's the
So,
party.
yeah,
But
assuming
like,
they
it
all
makes
go to
no
Biden.
sense to me at all. Like that goes completely
Stupid.
against the
Stupid.
ethics of what a democracy
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
But even the Republican Party doesn't have that.
there you go.
Well, I mean, that's why the
DNC is completely fucked.
no, just like the way our voting system is. Like Trump lost the popular vote, but he won the what's it called?
That I don't necessarily have the electoral
The
vote.
electoral.
Yeah, electoral college. He lost.
'Cause
He
that's-
won that. He lost the popular
Because that's
vote.
basically saying that, like, yeah, okay, so you can win the cities, but like,
You mean states?
well, I was thinking more like the cities, like New York City. It's like, say, I guess New York's a bad example because if you win New York City, you're winning the whole state. But it's like, I don't know, if you win, I don't know, Phoenix,
Yeah.
and it's like, how does this work? I'm totally losing my track.
You're trying to like determine how a particular
How do you win the
dense
popular?
area can sway an electoral vote for an entire state.
Right.
And like that's unique for New York because New York City has what, like 16% of the population in one location.
Yeah, but they're all individuals voting for whoever they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but cities tend to be incredibly more liberal.
But but you know, if it's electoral college, like, well, I'm saying everyone should be an individual voter. Their vote should count to whoever. No one should win the electoral college votes because, like, say like there's 1 million people in New York State and 400,000 vote for Trump, and then 600,000 vote for Hillary. You're kind of like just discrediting those 400,000 votes like they don't matter. Like it was pretty close.
Right.
Even if it's one vote off between the two of them, those votes are out the window. Your vote didn't count.
Right.
I think like if someone campaigns in your state and they're able to get 400,000 of the million, like those 400,000 should go to your
Overall, like,
your overall popular vote. Like, and you should win that way. So like, it's like I went to all these states. I got that guy. I changed that guy's mind. I got him to vote for me, and then your vote doesn't count. Like even if you're in New York and you want to vote for Trump, like it's out the window. You're not even gonna get a chance to add that in.
Well, that's essentially how Trump won because, so many of his states were close races. But then, like Hillary, she wins New York by a landslide, wins California by a landslide. Like, that's why it was such a differential in the popular
And she literally didn't campaign in any of the Rust Belt states, and that's what Trump won in electoral college. And your campaign did fucking terrible.
She didn't succeed anywhere electorally at all, right? Like she lost more states than Trump lost, right? Because everyone's like, oh, Trump almost lost Texas. It was like a 7 or 10% difference or whatever. But like Obama had the Rust Belt. Obama had Florida. Obama had Ohio. She lost all of that. She
a lot of
lost all of that.
those two-time Obama voters flipped to Trump in
Yeah.
the Rust Belt. That's
which is interesting.
which is like just campaign there. Let the people see you talk about the issues that they face in their area, and get them to vote for you and like win the Rust Belt. And that's pretty much key. And like she didn't do anything for that.
But
He was going to end outsourcing. he was going to bring jobs back. Like, that's what the people there want to hear. Like,
But don't you think
that's what they're concerned about.
don't you think the campaign trail though? Okay, obviously it's strategic, but like it's based
Not gonna
on
stop fracking.
electoral. It's based on the electoral voting system. So that's why Trump wasn't in California. You know, he's not trying
He's
to
never gonna
grab
win,
the
yeah.
millions of votes there.
Yeah.
He's trying to strategically get the states that are really
And
close.
that's how you play the game with the Electoral College.
exactly.
Like, put all my energy somewhere where it could go 50-50 so I can win it
Yeah.
and get the Electoral College votes for that.
Because
But,
it's,
like, it's kind of dumb. Like, he doesn't even go to California. He's even trying to get, like,
it doesn't make
people's
sense.
votes.
You're right.
Like Hillary probably didn't go to Texas or anything like that, or a big Republican state or anything like that.
and yet
like,
she almost
you gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Did she actually almost win?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I
Texas
wondered,
was closer than it's ever been
yeah,
in like
right.
50
it's
years.
it's on the
Yeah.
outcome. Yeah.
did Trump go to Texas?
Like,
you think?
Maybe in
why-
the beginning, maybe when he first started,
Because he didn't really have to. Because that's like one of those states that it's like
You know
should
where
have
he
won automatically.
did,
But, like,
he
if
went
it's-
down there for the immigration stuff. You know, like I'm building a wall.
But,
onto the ship.
but like, if you're counting individual votes,
Yeah.
you gotta go to those states.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if the other candidate did,
Absolutely.
you gotta go. to
Yeah.
you gotta get every vote you need. You gotta like convince as many people as you can, and I think that's like the best way to do it.
yeah,
But then again, I understand the argument of like each state having enough power to represent itself. Like if there's a small state and needs some power for like the candidates need to talk about the things concerning that state, even if there's not a lot of people there. But
it's almost
still,
like
you get their vote. Like they vote, you still get their vote.
it's almost like Trump isn't the president of all 50 states. He's the president of the Rust Belt in Florida.
Has any president ever like, or not president, but ever a candidate ever campaigned in Hawaii? Besides,
Obama.
you think Gabbard, obviously,
I
because she's
think
from
Obama
there.
probably campaigned in
think?
Hawaii. Absolutely, he's like.
You think he did a rally in Hawaii?
He's Hawaiian.
You can think like it's in the bank already. I don't need to go to Hawaii.
I mean, Hawaii's what usually
It is pretty
liberal,
far
right?
away.
Oh, well,
yeah, it is probably. I would assume it's probably usually liberal.
What is the voting history of Hawaii?
I don't know. It's kind of. I would
assume
don't know.
liberal across the board.
Well, but I think Alaska might be even crazier.
I don't
feel
think
like
they have-
Alaska goes
Alaska
back and
could
forth.
switch. Alaska
Yeah.
could
I
definitely
don't think
switch.
Hawaii has that many people vote. Like,
Well,
do
they have
have
what,
big
like
voter
two
turnout?
electoral votes or something like that.
Big
Here we
voter
go.
turnout. I don't know.
So
I don't think they give a fuck. Like, nothing's gonna change for them,
That's a good point.
right?
So Hawaii voted for Hillary, Obama, Kerry, Al Gore. Okay, all Democrat. Clinton, Dukakis. They
Al
voted for
Gore.
Reagan. They voted for Reagan the second time, but then again, every fucking state did.
Oh yeah, that's right. He won like
He
49.
won like 49 states except for Minnesota because that's where Walter
Where-
Mondale was
yeah,
from.
there you go.
Jimmy Carter. Wait, Jimmy Carter had two different elections. Oh, he lost the second one.
Yeah, to
He
Reagan.
lost to Reagan. Yeah. Nixon. Oh, they voted for Nixon. Hawaii voted for Nixon. Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Hubert Humphrey, who lost to Nixon.
Oh wait, how many people voted for like? What was
They
the voter
they
turnout?
flip flopped twice. They flip flopped on Reagan, towards Reagan, and they flip flopped on Nixon towards Nixon.
Like, how many people voted? Is this just for Hawaii?
It's just Hawaii.
How many people voted for the Reagan one? I mean, Nixon one.
For the Nixon, which Nixon one? For second or first? It jumped. There was like hard. It went from 163,000 for Lyndon B. Johnson to 91. Oh, that's not total. That's individual. So that's like 200,000. That's like 230. So it jumped up 230. Oh, each year it goes up by like 20,000 votes total. They voted
I
for
wonder what
Kennedy.
percentage of their population that is though, compared to like other states.
I think it tells you. Oh no,
Bush.
percent. Oh, that's a third candidate. Well, I mean, before Kennedy, they didn't have, they weren't a state, so. But yeah, looks like
That's a really good point.
looks like they've mostly been Democrat. The only Republicans they've ever voted for were
Reagan and Nixon.
Nixon, Reagan.
That's it.
Johnson was Democrat, right? Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He was a Joe Biden of the Democrats.
makes sense. A Democrat from Texas. That's interesting. Speaking of Texas, the closest, like I said, the closest they've been in like 50 years on a presidential election, almost voting for Hillary.
Yeah.
U.S. presidential
crazy.
elections in Hawaii.
And that, like, Bernie probably would have beat Trump if he was the candidate in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're saying for 2016?
Yeah.
I mean, they had fucking Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke would have
Nah.
didn't O'Rourke
He's on the
endorse Bernie?
No, Biden.
Oh, he endorsed
Yeah.
Biden.
He came and endorsed Biden on before Super Tuesday with all those other people.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's like a big party.
Fucking Super Tuesday.
Super
And
Tuesday.
that's
remember
why
to
he
get the
did so
shitter.
good in Texas, because he got a lot of support because Beto and in that whole thing where they all came together was in Texas
Damn.
before Super Tuesday.
That's crazy.
Because they knew Texas obviously was
Fucking
huge.
politics.
They knew Texas was huge. They got all their boys. I keep forgetting Klobuchar, Buttigieg, Beto, Kamala Harris, all came there and endorsed Biden in Texas.
Jesus.
You get Beto. Beto's like, fuck yeah, Texas, vote for my boy. And he
shit.
fucking won.
Oh, here's something. So Texas almost voted for Bill Clinton. Almost.
He was from Arkansas. He
Yeah,
was right there.
it was 4%. Clinton was 4% from winning Texas, but
Against who did he run against?
the first time he beat the first Bush. The
right.
second time was Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
I think he actually owned the Dole fruit canning thing.
I'm betting against. I'll put 20 against it right now.
I'm not going to bet on it because I'm fucking with you, but let's let's see.
He did not. own Dole.
Books by Dole, other books. Yeah, he has nothing to do with the fruit. No, they voted for Jimmy Carter in his first election. They voted for Jimmy Carter over Gerald Ford. Texas. Fucking Texas. They ditched Gerald Ford.
A lot of people did Gerald Ford.
Well, Gerald Ford was only president for like 2 years because he came into office after Kennedy was shot.
And he never
right?
won a. No, what?
Who am I thinking of?
Nixon. He came in after Nixon
After
resigned.
Nixon I'm
Nixon
sorry.
resigned,
Yeah.
and then Spiro Agnew resigned too. Like,
Yeah,
Gerald
that's right.
Ford.
Gerald Ford wasn't even a fucking vice president,
Yeah.
or he might have been for like a day.
He was like that guy that they.
He was like
Truman.
not the Speaker of the House. Oh no, Truman was the whole
Truman.
other story. Truman was actually the vice president, but fucking Gerald Ford must have been Speaker of the House. What's third in line? We looked this up.
It's
the other day.
Speaker. It's
Right?
Speaker. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Speaker has that seat behind the president.
So he
during
was
the
literally just
address.
Speaker of the House, and then all of a sudden, what's up, lady?
He
Fucking
was
president.
no, he was not. He was the House Minority Leader.
So how many people? So he was the fourth in line. So the Speaker of the House didn't even want it.
So this is crazy.
This is crazy. 40 years later,
Presidency.
50 years
When
later.
okay, so when Nixon resigned in '74, Ford automatically assumed presidency.
Oh, the election.
Well,
Was
he was the second vice president. So Spiro Agnew actually was not next in line because Spiro Agnew was vice president before Nixon resigned. So Spiro Agnew himself resigned in '73,
Oh, okay.
which then Ford
Got promoted to
assumed
vice president.
vice president
shouldn't it-
midterm.
Shouldn't it have been Speaker? You said
Yeah, so that's the discrepancy. How did that happen?
they just skipped
did.
over it. Where he was like, I don't really want it.
It says in '73, Agnew was investigated
With
on
Watergate.
suspicion of Watergate.
Yeah.
He took kickbacks, the payments. So maybe the speaker was too. Agnew pleaded no contest.
What does that mean?
Nixon, I think it means you have no evidence or something like that. Or no. I do not wish to contend. It is a plea where the defendant neither admits nor disputes a charge.
He just stands there.
I didn't know that
It's
was an
basically
option.
pleading the fifth.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna sit here and see what happens. I'm totally using that next time. Did you murder him? No contest.
Oh, okay. It gets juicier. So Agnew took the fall before Nixon. So Nixon wasn't even like investigated yet. So Agnew as vice president, Nixon said, "Get the fuck out of here," and he promoted Gerald Ford over the Speaker of the House. So he was like, "Gerald, you're gonna be my vice president," and then he promotes him, and then 6 months later, wait, Nixon was involved too. It's like,
he was like, Gerald, you're going to be president.
like, Gerald, you're going, man.
Handpicked president.
Jeez, but that's still kind of crazy. I guess, but that doesn't make any sense. Can he just handpick the president like that?
He
or
did.
Vice president? I mean?
He did.
He did.
He did it just like that. I guess you can, because he was still president, so you just rearrange a few pawns.
Actually,
Hulk Hogan's 6'7". Holy fuck.
fuck
Wow.
yeah, he's huge.
You know what's crazy? That makes sense, because I saw him in the
All
Last
those
Dance
wrestlers are
standing next to
giant.
fucking Dennis Rodman. He didn't look that small. Is he really 6'7"?
Yeah. 6'7". Jesus Christ. These guys are monsters. I don't know. I was looking him up because like I saw that. You ever seen the movie The Princess Bride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And Andre, I remember I read
Andre
this.
the
Like,
Giant 7'4".
Andre the Giant is 7'4", 530
Big boy.
pounds.
Excuse me.
Monster. But like
How many kilograms?
I clicked on this once and I don't know, I saw an article and they said apparently in one sitting he drank 119 beers.
I think they were. I don't know if they were like full 12-ounce beers. I remember reading that. I think they were 8-ounce beers.
119.
Yeah, you put them away.
Also, he chugged 12 bottles of wine in the back of a bus.
I think that is the same story. I think it's the same. Might be the same day. But I think that same story. He like drank all those.
Andre
beers.
once consumed 119 12-ounce beers in 6 hours.
12-ounce beers. Okay, there you go.
Wow.
And then he like passed out in the hotel lobby, and they couldn't pick him up, so they just let him sleep there.
To put that in mere mortal terms, that equates to a 12-ounce beer downed every 3 minutes.
but
Non-stop for 6 hours straight.
Was he like
Jesus.
breaking beers over his head and go like this? Because you're not actually drinking 119 beers if you're doing that. You know what
He
I'm
drank
saying?
119 in
This is
6
before
hours.
the Bills Mafia days. This is before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if I take 2 beers, smash them, and
Doesn't
start
count.
going like
Doesn't
this,
count.
you're not
Definitely.
drinking
No,
2
he-
beers.
he drank the
He was
beers.
literally drinking like legit beers.
He was
like
sipping
this.
them.
I like if he drank 119, why would he be wasting them? He wasn't going for a record. He was just
He was
He wanted
having
to
a
get
good day.
drunk.
he's just 530 pounds. He's
That could
massive.
kill you. That could kill the average person probably.
That could definitely kill the average person. Yes.
And luckily he is not an
He
average
is definitely
person.
2
Well, I mean,
times
like-
the size of the average person.
Like,
More.
I mean, what? How many do you think you could drink in 6 hours?
Me?
He's 3 times the size of
In
the average person.
6 hours, maybe
mean
like
25?
25, yeah.
Right?
That's
I think he really fucked up.
4 an hour, 4.5 an hour. I mean, like
Is it really only 4.5 an hour?
Yeah,
I feel like I could do more than.
in six, you could probably click close to 50 if you really had to.
Really? Yeah.
If you had to.
Yeah.
So he's only doing double.
But I mean, 119 beers. How many? That's
I
like,
can't fit that
that's
much liquid in your
12,000 calories.
Like I can't fit that liquid in your body.
It's a
Also,
light beer. Oh yeah, I mean you're gonna be pissing at least 13 times in those 6 hours.
he must have been pissing a fuck ton.
Your stomach has to start hurting too, because that's not. I mean, what kind of beer was it? Did it say? I mean, if you're drinking
had to
lager,
be-
I mean,
Nah, it had to be light beer or something. I think there's a photo of him.
I think they were Bud Lights.
Bud Lights.
They might have
oh,
been.
the Canadian Molson.
Molson. He was
Really?
drinking Molsons.
Jesus Christ, Molson
There
got
you go,
fucked in
baby.
the first round of our bracket.
Look how fucking small the can is in his hand.
It's only because they. Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought they were 8 ounces.
They do look small,
Jeez.
but his hands are so big.
Yeah, he's massive. How tall was he? 6'9"?
I like those old
Seven
school.
something?
7'4".
I like those
Jesus
old school.
Christ.
I like those old school cans like that.
Yeah, I do too.
You know where he's
Bring him
from?
back.
You know where Andre the Giant's from?
I heard
He's
before.
French. He's from Paris.
Okay. Oh, Andre. I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense. Andre's.
That's why you can't really understand him in the movie.
Yeah, he has a weird accent.
I want to give one clarification to you about the Nixon thing, and then we'll go back. But so I'm just doing a bunch of research. So when it happened, right? So you know this is succession plan where like president dies, vice president becomes president. But if the vice president dies, then the Speaker of the House becomes president. That's all real. But that's only like
Is that the order still till
That's
today?
the- yeah, it's still the order.
Speaker becomes the president.
yeah,
Or just
yeah.
third, yeah.
But that's successive deaths. It's not like president's alive, but the vice president dies. It's this guy dies, this guy dies, this guy dies. Someone has to be the president. So
Or can you refuse it? Can the Speaker of the House refuse it and pass it on?
of course,
to the
yeah,
next person?
absolutely. But the thing though is
Can the
that
vice president?
probably.
Anybody can.
But the thing though is that in 1967 they enacted the 25th Amendment. The 25th Amendment, before the 25th Amendment, when a vice president dies, resigns, or anything else happens, the vice presidency remains vacant until the next term/election. So until the 25th Amendment, the 25th Amendment talks about presidential succession. So that established vice president, Speaker of the House. It also
Wait a second. So when, well, I guess when any of the presidents were killed,
yeah.
there wasn't technically a law that said like the vice president becomes president.
I didn't
Until
look in. I
67.
didn't look into what that was before the thing. But what it did say though was this amendment made it so that the vice presidential succession, instead of waiting for the next term, the president has the right to handpick his next vice president.
Which is what happened
And
5 years later.
in this case, he picked Ford, and what it said was that after Spiro Agnew got investigated and he got kicked out or whatever, Nixon sought advice from senior congressional leaders about a replacement. The advice was unanimous. We gave Nixon no choice but Ford. So there you go. And that was the first time the 25th Amendment was used in any fashion And it was 6 years after the 25th Amendment was ratified.
And it was the first time
Damn.
ever, and it hasn't been used since.
Yes.
Kennedy?
Because there's
know
no
for sure.
president that's resigned since.
Well, maybe a vice president.
Not that I can think of.
Not that I can think of either. I don't know. But that's what happened, which I think is pretty interesting.
That is pretty interesting.
And to answer your question about it was before,
Who cares?
instead of merely assuming the
care.
powers and duties of presidency. Okay, so what happened before was when a president died, the vice president didn't become president. He assumed the powers and duties of the presidency and then had to be elected at the next election. So, like, for example, when Abe Lincoln died, Andrew Johnson
Had to be elected.
was elected. He was the assumed, like, he assumed the powers of Abe Lincoln, but then had to be elected after that. I guess that makes sense. Let me see. Either way, can we also talk about how Andrew Johnson looks like fucking what's his name? The actor Tommy Lee Jones. That's Tommy Lee Jones.
Kind of. Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
It's funny. Not really that funny, but random. Talking about Nixon and then Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson was the first president ever impeached. And then I think Nixon, because when Andrew Johnson,
Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson
Okay.
got impeached, and then I think Nixon, and then Clinton, Trump. Those are the only 4 presidents ever impeached.
Well, not impeached. Like was up for impeachment.
No,
because Trump wasn't impeached.
He was.
Was he?
Impeachment.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So
yeah,
people think
yeah,
impeachment
yeah.
means you're kicked out of office, but there's like
There's a whole nother-
impeachment is like the process of like being investigated. Which he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, you're right. So once you're impeached, then the investigation begins. Is basically what it means. I think
Something. Yeah, I guess.
that's right.
We got any beers in the fridge?
Nope.
Nothing
Drank them all on the
cleaned
course.
it. I booted one with my foot.
What did you think of golf the other day?
It was a nice course.
That was probably
I've
the
never
worst
played that.
course. I've only been on 3 courses, so like that was the worst course to walk around out of
yeah,
all of them.
I
It
can't
was a
believe
lot
we
of
didn't
hills.
get carts. Next time, how do those guys get carts?
Yeah, it was
Fucking
such
bullshit.
bullshit. Yeah, well, we went to Heritage somewhere.
They could all go. They could all go together. Like they didn't have to like split up. There's no rule or
Well,
whatever.
they had 5 people. That's way too many. Granted, one was the guy's girlfriend who was sitting in the car.
They have 5? I thought they had 4.
No,
Oh,
it's
4 golfers
2
and
younger
the girl, yeah.
guys, 2 older guys, and the girlfriend.
Because remember, Mohansic was like, you can't have more than 2 people in the
Yeah.
or one person.
Well, yeah,
per cart?
the county says you can only have one person in a cart at a time,
Oh,
but you can put both bags in the cart.
so you can have a cart? I thought the county said like you can't have a cart.
The county says the county says you can, but can't have more than one person. It's the Somers National, being I guess a private course, says that New York State says you can't have carts, but that's bullshit because the county
but
says
other
you can.
courses are doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Other
Hudson
courses-
Hills, Mohansic, Dunwoody, they all allow carts.
They allow carts. I thought because the other courses aren't allowing carts. That's
What,
like,
what other courses, like around the country?
Well, the one in North Salem isn't allowing carts, so I just
Okay.
figured it was like a
So maybe it's one of those like county rules.
North Salem's in Westchester.
So is Somers, but maybe it's like, so
I feel like
so
it's just
no-
being applied
but
by each.
Pequannock and Somers are not county courses, is what I'm saying. So they're under county jurisdiction. Everything else, a private course, is under state jurisdiction. That's the only
Okay.
thing I can think of.
Okay.
So like if you could probably test it, talking to someone who belongs to like Anglebrook or Anglefly and just be like, not Anglefly, Anglebrook or
Except obviously Somers is
Winged
allowing
foot or
carts because
something.
they allowed those kids after us to use carts.
I know, so that
So
that's
it's like
just
it's literally
hypocrisy.
just like
yeah, it's like
how
there's
they're applying the law.
But okay, so then at least we thought he said they just asked us, but Dave says he said they asked the course. Whatever
way,
it
if we had
was,
asked,
they
they
allowed.
probably
They
yeah.
were.
said we asked. That's what they said.
But
They said
didn't
we asked.
when we were walking down to the first hole though, didn't that guy in the red shirt say no carts, no bags on the green, no
Yeah.
something? I thought he said no carts.
Maybe he meant no carts on the green.
Yeah, he must have.
I don't know.
But like, what the fuck?
But like
It was
not
good
little
exercise.
things to push our golf.
It was
things.
yeah. They didn't even
Did
have
they
hand
strollers?
carts.
They didn't just did they just not have them, or like
we
they
were
weren't
also kind of
allowing
in a
them?
rush. We could have just.
I feel like they just may not have any. but I
That's
could be
100%. Like, they can't not give us those and let people fucking drive around.
We should play the East Hill.
wrong.
Sometime.
I know. I wanted to. I mean, that was my old backyard.
We should.
crazy.
We'll just park. We'll park in.
I didn't realize that's
Greenbrier?
been closed for so long. I mean, I think it's only 9
That's
holes.
the reason I want to play there.
Well, sure, yeah, but
And
like
it's free.
But the sand traps are all there. The only thing that's not like kept is the path. And you're not gonna have a golf cart, obviously, but regardless,
Can you engineer me a hand cart? No, you will use a dolly.
I can engineer you anything you need that's not nuclear.
Well, that doesn't help me.
I want a
Anyway.
golf cart that could run forever.
I was watching this YouTube video of this guy, I think yesterday, and you guys know the song "Stairway to Heaven."
Of course,
You're not allowed to play it in a
stairway.
like a guitar store.
Why?
Like you can't if you come into the shop and you're like seeing the guitars, you're not allowed to play it.
Oh, like you can't be on the guitar and play "Stairway to Heaven."
Yeah, but like, you can test out the guitars.
They meant
but
like a
you
stereo.
You can't play that song in the store.
Why
Why?
though?
It's kind of like a unwritten rule, like between all the stores, because apparently it was it's like an inside joke with like music stores, like because it's like the most played song. Like when people try out a new guitar, they always play "Stairway,"
Yeah, I see.
and
what
the
you're
guys will automatically be like,
Don't play that.
What are you doing?
saying.
No Stairway.
No
You can't-
Stairway.
Like, show
Like,
us
I swear to
something
God, there's a
different.
guy.
Yeah, it
he
makes
went
sense.
into a bunch of music stores and he
tried it
started
out.
playing it. He's like playing a bunch of like dumb shit on it, like regular, like just messing around. And the guy's like, yeah, it's a great guitar, like blah blah blah. And then he starts playing "Stairway," and the guy's like, stop. I swear to God, it was so funny.
If I could play a guitar, I would totally do that.
We should ask Joe Tro. Joe
Yeah,
Tro works at
just like going there.
Probably
guitar
know. He probably
guitar
knows.
center,
Yeah.
and he's worked at a few of them, I think.
Oh, "Stairway to Heaven." Jesus
A
Christ.
couple of them were really pissed. It was pretty funny. Just can't do it.
It was legit.
Yeah,
Not
it
like
was
staged,
legit.
no.
I'm trying to like. I'm never in a guitar store, so I would never even fucking
Yeah,
know.
right.
But I was gonna say though, it's like not stepping on the logo in a locker room.
Apparently, it's the forbidden riff in a guitar stores.
Stop.
What riff is it?
It's just
7.
the beginning, the intro, like.
You can probably play it.
No
Yeah,
stairway.
we'll probably get to it.
No stairway. Let me see.
Don't play "Stairway to Heaven."
Ever wonder why so many people say they want to learn guitar, but
No.
very few actually learn to play?
No.
Why is question you culture the most recent and potent
Oh my
reference
gosh.
originates from Wayne's
Oh, because it was in Wayne's World.
Oh, they played "Stairway." Yeah.
No stairway to heaven.
That's hilarious.
No stairway. Denied.
joke being perpetuated still to this day by many others, including, well,
Oh, I guess the guy from the movie.
Yeah.
And they institute that in all their shops.
and then there's the copyright dispute filed by some no-name band called Spirit back in 2016, claiming that the intro to Stairway to Heaven was ripped off. Currently, an appeal is
Yeah, I did hear that. I heard Led Zeppelin took a couple songs. They like altered them from like really old bands or like.
Denied.
What was the one where he was like? Oh yeah.
So I'm here at the NAMM show, and I'm going to go find the coolest of a K20.
Oh, this is him playing "Stairway."
Powers on Master Luke, essentially in the
He does in
country.
every. It's like a huge
All Hawaiian
music convention. And he
convention,
plays in
yeah.
every store.
mahogany. Cruises.
Oh yeah.
This is Metallica though.
Oh, is that's it? What the fuck? I couldn't even tell that was "Stairway to Heaven."
No, you could.
Not in here.
There's a 16-hour room right there. Unlimited tracks. 16 hours. 16 hours.
How long is this one?
And you can be in control all the parameters with the assist right. No stairway. Not here.
Like what
See
the
that?
fuck?
I don't know. Like,
It's so stupid.
I
Honestly,
think it's funny.
I'd be like, I'm not gonna buy your fucking guitar unless you let me play "Stairway."
Someone said that they're kind of sick of people. So many people fucking do it in the shops. They're like, don't. It's so
But
fucking
that's
annoying.
like awful fucking marketing, like or sales. Like
I
let
don't-
the guy
just don't
play the
one.
fucking song.
Just don't play one riff when you're in the store.
Like I'm sitting here trying to buy a $1,500 fucking guitar from you. I'm gonna give you money. this is my hard-earned
play
money,
whatever the fuck I
and
want.
you're gonna tell me what I can and can't play. I'd be like,
You know what?
fuck you, man. It's like walking to a hockey store trying to buy a fucking hockey stick, and the guy's like, sorry, you can't flex a stick. It's like, fuck you, man. Let me see what.
Oh, it's
110
not like
flex
that though.
It's
like,
actually worse than that.
Don't
Yeah, you're right.
flex one of these sticks.
Yeah. I
That's
can
like-
understand not flexing a
You
stick.
like
I
one
guess.
in like a million sticks, and you choose that one. You start flexing. He's like,
Or-
hey, dude, don't flex the stick.
or it's like, don't hold the stick. It's like, no, let me see what it fucking feels like, man.
I need to. If I can play Stairway properly, I'm gonna buy this guitar.
It's like not allowing you to try on a fucking shoe at a shoe store. Like, sorry, man, you can't walk around in the shoes.
Wait, remember we were talking about Matt was talking about like houses or whatever in the mansions,
Yeah.
and then Mike was like, "Oh, it's like a watered down hype house."
What?
Well, like hype house is a mansion.
I haven't seen the hype house, but like I
it's
was
a
like
mansion.
watered down.
But
Like
I
it's a fucking.
I wanted to like, how would you think those kids like? You know the hype house, Noah? It's kind of like
Milk Boys or something.
it's kind of like a bunch of kids who are like 16, 17, 18, 19,
They
20,
review toys.
21, 22, 23, 45, whatever those like from 16 to 25, and they're
YouTube
all
channel?
TikTokers.
Oh, TikTok.
And I think they, yeah, TikTokers.
Sorry, that was-
they review toys on.
No, they don't review toys.
Oh, you were fucking around.
They make TikToks. They're really famous on TikTok,
Okay.
and then I guess they become buddies in like LA, and they live in the same house
So
together.
It's like the Nelk Boys.
Kind of. They live in the same house together, and they make TikToks in the house with
It's more
each
like
other.
David Dobrik than Elk Boy.
They kind of collaborate, and they make their own little fucking TikToks, and then I guess they get paid to do ads, and like they all live in this mansion together. It's a bunch of kids, and they make money making TikToks. And how much do you think those kids make? Like,
Mills.
A
you think
year?
$1 million?
I mean, if they got that house,
I wouldn't know. I don't
Like
know.
that girl, fucking Charlie something.
Oh, yeah.
D'Amelio.
Yeah, she's the most famous TikToker.
Really?
Yeah, she's on Snapchat.
Oh
all
my
the
god,
time.
it's so stupid. Like,
She's like 17.
it's like they can kind of dance, but like they just memorize a little dance for like a certain song, and everyone makes the same fucking video like over and over, and it's like it's so stupid and pointless. It's like less effort Vine. It's like you didn't think about it, you just go into it and you do it, and like
I mean, this is probably
she's
like
16, and then she's from New Canaan.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's rich as fuck. Like her regular house is rich as fuck. And now she's like part of hype house.
But the one thing about these people, though, this is probably more like a Bill Burr joke or something, but like all these people have become TikTok famous, Vine famous, YouTube famous, whatever. You ever notice, like, for the most part, like, they are decent looking people. Like, they don't have, like, disgusting or overweight or anything like that. And it's like, because you never see the fat guy that rolls his stomach for one popular TikTok become famous. It's the ones that have these famous TikToks and, like, they're attractive or they're
This says with her large social following, Charlie reportedly gets paid an estimated $25,000 per TikTok video.
great.
Wow.
And they could be like, what, 6 seconds? 5
Something like
seconds?
that.
10
Says
seconds?
the star is worth $4 million. She's been a TikTok star for what, 6 months?
Yeah.
She's worth $4 million, and she's 16.
Jesus Christ.
I like, some of them were funny, but like, I hate that they do like the voiceover ones from like a movie or something.
Yeah,
or a TikTok
yeah.
someone else did. And like these people just,
They
they
redo it.
say the voiceover as themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like you're just recycling the same fucking lyrics for a joke over and over. Sure, you can like act in a different way, like as you're saying them, but like it's no thought process. Like I'm gonna copy what this person said in some thing and then just distribute it out there.
I feel like I see that with
It's like
pranks too.
fuck you, You're like fuck that. It's so stupid.
Like, there's definitely replicated pranks.
And
on
the
YouTube,
songs,
too.
they all use the same songs. There's like 5 fucking songs
Yeah.
on TikTok right now. They're like you use them for the videos.
Those are
What's
the real
on there?
MVPs. The people that like have those songs that are
Yeah,
TikTok
they're
famous.
becoming viral famous and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the fucking probably more because of the Tiger King, but that song I don't even know the
The
name
Carol
of it.
Savage, the Carol Baskin
Yeah, with
version.
Beyonce in it.
yeah. That was like King famous from TikTok.
Savage has Carol has.
The remix. It's a Savage remix with Beyonce in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, the TikTok songs 2020. Let's see.
The most common reaction to
Most common reaction to failure is buying flowers.
Squarespace. You heard this one?
Yeah, I like this one.
Fuck this. Like people, Joyce is on TikTok, and I always hear
You
this
hear this
fucking
one over and
song.
over, yeah. What else you got?
I don't even have TikTok.
I don't have it either.
Oh, this
I will
one's
never
TikTok
get.
videos?
I will never get TikTok.
Which one is this?
This is a half decent song.
Oh, wait, I like this one. The song's bang, yo.
Yeah.
Most of them bang.
I like this song. This song is stupid.
I've heard this one.
No, it's Doja Cat, Boss.
I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss.
Is this a playlist?
I hear this is all TikTok videos.
Yeah.
The most popular one.
Gianluca DeMeo. DeMeo. Shout out Steve DeMeo. You better be fucking listening to this, man. Noah Brenner here.
I don't know that one.
What do you think the future of TikTok is?
Vine.
It just dies?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It
Vine
could.
was so good
YouTube's gonna
'cause,
buy
like,
him out.
You think it'll get bought out?
Fuck yeah. That's what this world is.
What will get it bought out?
TikTok. TikTok.
Do you think it gets bought out by YouTube?
Disney?
I mean, Google?
Probably Google. They need something like that on their resume.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because Instagram just well, I guess, do those TikTok videos make it to Twitter too?
Yes.
I assume they do.
Of course they do.
'Cause they make it- I don't have
Who
Twitter,
owns
but I
Instagram?
don't-
Facebook.
And
Facebook's not buying shit for any time soon.
You don't think so?
I don't
don't
think so.
think-
Nah, they don't have the money to. They're in too many lawsuits right now. They're worried about
I feel
that.
like so
They
many.
have literally,
so
don't they
many.
have like more cash than
I don't know.
Apple?
What owns Twitter?
But like Twitter is itself.
Twitter's, yeah.
Maybe Twitter would buy it because there's so many TikToks on Twitter and Instagram.
Speaking of Twitter, Jack Dorsey just donated $10 million for kids in the Bay Area to have personal computers. That was kind of a cool donation, I thought.
I mean, it's pretty specific. At 10 million in that specific an area, it probably goes a long way. But
I mean, like, he's just promoting.
what am I going to shit on the guy for giving 10 million out? No, good.
No. I'm saying, like,
Thanks, Jack.
I'm just saying, like, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, I wouldn't have done.
What about when Colin Kaepernick donated $1 million to the Chicago school system? I don't even know. It was something like that.
Wait, did he?
He did something really good. Granted, he has. How much money did he ever get paid in his career?
Granted, he probably only has like what 10 mil.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jack Dorsey's
Well,
got a
not
little bit
only,
more
that's
than
not money, but-
Colin Kaepernick.
I'll give you one guess.
This
what
guy
his net
gave
worth
what?
is.
How much money did he donate? Will
Who?
Jack
Jack,
Dorsey?
10 million, I
And
think.
he has $4.7 billion.
Yeah.
It's like nothing.
But it was like an interesting cause. It wasn't for hunger. It wasn't for like.
It wasn't for anything
education.
important. Yeah, it was. Well,
It
it
is
was for
education.
education.
It was
I guess,
to
yeah.
make sure people can go on and use Twitter.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's promoting his
That's.
fucking.
Oh, I didn't even
shit.
think about that.
Okay, so Colin
say-
Kaepernick's net worth. Take a guess.
2.5 mil.
What do you think, Dave? Without
Who?
Colin
Colin
Kaepernick
Kaepernick.
net worth.
He got endorsed by Nike, right? Or something like
No,
that?
didn't he lose his endorsement from Nike?
No,
Yeah, I'm
they,
sure he got
they
like a
made that whole
bonus in the
thing with
beginning, but
him.
yeah, he definitely lost it.
I thought he gained
Oh,
it.
maybe
Oh,
he
he
gained it
gained
because
it.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're right.
forgot.
Yeah, and then
That's
they had the
right.
commercial like I gave up everything,
Something like that.
Something.
do
yeah.
something right or I
All
don't
right,
It
know.
was
what,
like
what do
the
we got?
year-
What's
I'm
his
gonna
net worth?
say 6-7 mil.
20 mil.
20?
20 mil. Highest salary was 12.4.
And he gave away 1. So he gave away 5% of his net worth. And he probably given away a lot more than that. But in one instance, I remember he gave away $1 million.
But it also depends like how much you have in totality. Like if Jeff Bezos gave away 5%, or like
It wasn't
10%,
It was 100K.
was 100K.
100K to coronavirus. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a year, probably 2 or 3 years.
I mean, well, maybe you're talking about LeBron. LeBron
No,
did
I don't know. I'm
built a
talking
whole
about-
fucking
definitely
school.
Here,
Oh, I know that.
over 1 million to various charities ranging in causes from social justice to education.
There
It was,
you
at
go.
the time, it was more than 2% of his NFL earnings.
Of his NFL earnings. So
yeah,
it's-
so
who
NFL
knows?
earnings obviously exceed net worth, but
Oh, they do?
well, yeah, he had a salary of 12.4. So he
For
How
1
many
year,
years?
right?
How many years did he sign that?
Let me see
And when was that?
Wait, 12.4 total or 12.4 per year?
per year.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he sign
But
that?
he only had it for like a year.
Did he
he-
sign that the year after they went to the Super Bowl? Or
He
whatever?
he signed a 6-year, $126 million contract with $54 million guaranteed and $13 million. No, potential $54 million potentially guaranteed, $13 million fully guaranteed. So he only played one season on his 6-year, $126 million contract.
So he did not get the 54.
He honestly would have done. I mean, no offense, I'm not trying to cause
No,
any
no,
rift, but
average.
he would have done more social justice collecting that money and then giving it to his whatever he needs to, as opposed to just destroying himself after 1 year. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
I
like-
don't think he necessarily expected to never play football again
Yeah,
after doing that.
That's a good point too. You're
taking
right.
it.
Like, hey, so he took a knee and then it was
on the
over. It's like
He was
pretty
like
ridiculous.
spitting on a flag or anything.
Yeah.
San Francisco had some balls giving him that contract. It says here, it's coming off 3 surgeries entering the year he signed it.
But was that the year after they went to the Super Bowl?
Did they lose to the Ravens in that Super Bowl?
I'm trying to see what year that was.
Who won that year?
That was the Ravens won, but
The Ravens won. Okay.
that was 2015, I think.
I mean, he
so it
took
was
them
the
to
year
the
after.
championship. He didn't get to the Super Bowl, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah. No, 2015. No, it was 2014 season. 2015 Super Bowl is when they lost.
Okay.
Super Bowl. Actually, wait. Jeez.
I was on a plane.
20.
I was on a flight during that.
2013 Super Bowl, 2012 season. So he actually had like 3 years after that where like, San Francisco's just fucking around doing nothing really.
Who was the next quarterback they
Wait,
had
did he
after
play
that?
or did he didn't play?
So the 2012 he went to the Super Bowl and
Yeah.
lost. Year after they lost to the Seahawks.
But did he play?
in the NFC Championship? Yeah, he played in that.
Jesus. Okay, so that's what he got the contract from.
Yeah, so when he lost the NFC Championship game that year, the next year he got the $126 million. Played 2014 under it, got injured in 2015, so he didn't collect all the money that year.
But wait, when was
And
the
then
contract?
2016 he did the kneeling.
And that was it.
Wait, when was the contract? After the...
Contract
2014.
After he
contract
went to the...
contract was the beginning of 2014 season, so like August 2014.
And where'd they go in that season?
They finished 8-8 and missed the playoffs for the first time. since
But that was
2010.
coming off the season when they went to the
AFC.
championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
I mean,
did
rightfully
Super Bowl
so, like-
championship.
I feel like any team with... I mean, 6 years is not too long. Like, lock up a guy, he took you to the Super Bowl and the championship. Like,
Well, he signed
2 years
it,
in a row.
He signed it in 2014, which would have made him 27. So 6 years made him
Yeah.
33. It's not,
I'd
that's
take
not
it.
too bad.
I'd take it.
So it looks like, I guess he got injured after the contract. So, it just fell apart.
It's interesting. So okay, so do you
That's
think he
why-
would have made more money if he had never taken? Obviously, I think he would have made more money if he never took the knee. But he was probably gonna. He was already injured out after the 2014 season. You said he got injured again.
He signed the contract. Yeah.
He got injured in 2015.
He got injured in 2015.
and then he took
yeah.
a knee in 2016. And so it's like he was already. You said he had like 3 surgeries before the $126 million contract.
No,
so,
he had he had 3 surgeries entering the Neal season. Those were after the
so
contract. Yeah.
potentially he was already past his ability. He was kind of a running quarterback, and he already had 3 surgeries. Would he necessarily have, he probably would have never done as well as
They
he
probably
did
would have
his
traded.
first 2.
They probably would have tried to trade his contract to some team who really needed
Like the
a
Jets.
quarterback. Yeah, like some dumb fucking team would have taken him.
And so, if he, I don't know, this is just continuation, I guess, but if he had like gone to another team, played out his career's 6-year contract or whatever, and kind of played shitty and ended up as like a backup or something like that, would he still have the platform, I guess, of which to do social justice? I know he'd have more
Well,
money.
I think he
Yes.
did it because the time kind of called for it. Like the
that right after that was a couple years after Ferguson.
something like that. It was around. There was a lot happening, and then
I think it was
He
like
decided
after
to do
Ferguson. You
that.
know what it was after? It was after the one in Baltimore, Freddie Gray. I want to say.
I don't know.
You remember that?
after the was it
You don't remember the one in Baltimore? That one was even. I feel.
After
wait,
the-
what
that
are
was
we
like
talking about?
the riots and
the riots in Baltimore.
I thought we were talking about the Ravens. I didn't
No,
know.
no. But yeah, that was like. I feel like that was right around the same time. I think it went Ferguson, and then Baltimore riots, and then that was the same time that he took a knee like the next season.
To go to your point about the backup quarterback, the year he was kneeling, he was the backup. He lost the starting spot to Blaine
To
Gabbert.
Alex Smith. Oh,
Blaine Gabbert.
Blaine
yeah.
Gabbert.
who the hell's Blaine Gabbert? He went.
He was
to,
in the Jaguars. He
went to the Jaguars.
started with the Jaguars, I think, then went to the 49ers, and now he's
Went back to
probably
the Jaguars?
unemployed. No, not back
Oh.
to. I'm sorry. Started with the Jaguars, went to the 49ers, and now he's probably nowhere.
yeah.
He actually he.
I mean,
lost,
he's kind of like a Cam Newton kind of like deal, like
Who is?
Kaepernick. I mean, Cam Newton's better, but like Cam Newton had a lot of injuries, didn't play too great last year. Went to the Super Bowl. Didn't he go to the championship also?
who
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. Yeah, he was in the Super Bowl. He
Yeah,
lost
but didn't he go to
Broncos
the championship also?
and lost
No. Did he go to the AFC championship?
NFC.
NFC championship.
I don't think.
once.
I think it was just the one year he went to the Super Bowl.
That was it.
Yeah. Do you know to one small point?
Like no one's
though,
picking him up now either. And I
Well,
know like
he's just beat up.
injuries. Yeah, I know that too.
But the thing though about Kaepernick is that it says so. 2016 he was kneeling, right, and he was the backup at that point.
Yeah.
The season before that, So he signs in 2014, right?
Right.
It goes 8-8.
Plays a year.
Plays the whole year, goes 8-8. Starts 2015 as the starter, and then lost the starting job in week 8 naturally, just to Blaine Gabbert.
Okay.
So Blaine Gabbert was the starter midway through 2015.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then about 3 weeks later, they announced he's done for the season. He's just going to have shoulder surgery. So maybe he was playing through an injury. Who the fuck
Yeah,
knows?
it's probably throwing shoulder or something.
Had that surgery, then had thumb surgery and knee surgery during the offseason. So in a matter of 6 months, he had thumb,
surgeries.
shoulder, and knee surgery,
He played.
and then lost the spot in 2016.
No, he played 12 games in 2016.
Well, yeah, I mean, at some point he must have, but I'm just saying in the
12
beginning of
games?
the season, it says he lost.
Yeah.
It says prior to the 49ers Week 6 game against the Bills, Kelly announced Kaepernick would start. So he lost in preseason, and then 5 weeks in, he got it back, I guess, in 2016.
He had in those 12 games he played in 2016, he got 16 touchdowns, 4 picks.
But that's after
That's
he
not
was
too
kneeling, I
bad.
guess, right? Because he kneeled week
Right.
1.
So
right?
it
Yeah.
must have been. So how did he do in those 12 games he played?
He had 16 touchdowns, 4
What
picks.
was the record?
That year, the 49ers
touchdowns.
went. There's
That's
a lot of losses I see in this write up.
His percentage was like about 60, which is not bad.
It's not that bad. So that means he won 7. Won 7 and 5.
He had it says he threw for a career low 4 yards in a game in week 13,
Yeah, I would think that's a career low.
and then he got benched again. Returned again another week. A lot of losses. I don't know what their record was this season. Let me see.
Okay.
2-14.
Oh my God! What?
I was gonna say I see the word
went,
loss
like,
a lot.
16
Like, you
touchdowns,
can't
4
blame him. Their team was bad.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
team was terrible.
I think this was the year they drafted. What's his name?
Oh, that guy who like stopped playing after a year. Who was that guy?
No,
He was like a middle linebacker, and he like. Do you remember this guy? He like I don't know. He played for a year, had a decent contract, and was like, you know what? I don't even want to play anymore. He was like quit the NFL after 24 years old. Forget the guy's name.
I actually don't even know.
He's like a middle linebacker, and he stopped playing because
this
of
is when they
like.
drafted.
Vontae
Buckner?
Davis. That's
Says-
the Bills guy.
Oh,
He
Solomon
quit.
Thomas. They drafted Solomon. Oh my gosh, there were 3 teams worse than 2-14 that year.
What?
There was because the 49ers had
The
the
Browns
third pick.
went 0-16, right?
Browns were 0-16. The Bears. Let me see what they were.
Damn.
1 or maybe also 2 and 14.
Bears were 3-13. So how did they get a higher draft
Did
pick
they
than
get
2-14?
Did they get Trubisky that year?
Oh, they traded. That was the year the Bears traded up for Trubisky. So they
Dummies.
traded one spot with the 49ers for Trubisky.
Who would they miss from getting that draft?
With the 49ers,
By
even have
taking
taken Trubisky?
Yeah.
Everyone below it. So
He could have got Mahomes.
McCaffrey.
Oh my god.
Watson.
That was a good draft.
That was a pretty good
Just
draft.
terrible order of how it went down.
Did the Giants draft this year?
The
Evan Ingram.
Bills could have got Mahomes,
Bills got Tre'Davious White though.
but they traded.
They traded
that
back,
pick.
right? Yeah.
They traded the Kansas City.
But
pick.
to be honest, after Mahomes, that's probably the guy you want though.
Oh yeah. I'm fine. I'd rather have Mahomes than
Yeah.
Allen, but
Jabril Peppers, man.
yeah,
Damn.
that was a good draft.
T.J. Watt,
Really good draft.
Buda Baker. He's pretty good. I don't
Dalvin
know
Cook.
much about that guy. Dalvin Cook. Fuck. He's probably the best running back in the. Oh no, him and
Joe
McCaffrey.
Mixon's all right.
Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon. He got in serious trouble at Oklahoma though.
Deshaun Kaiser.
He got like
I forgot Deshaun Kaiser was on the Browns.
Zach Cunningham. Oh, I remember.
Juju.
Alvin Kamara. This
Oh
is
yeah,
a really
that's right.
good
This is-
draft.
yeah, terrible order, man.
Chris Godwin. He's like ridiculous. He had the
Kareem Hunt.
yeah.
Kansas City fucking nailed this draft.
Kareem Hunt. Jesus Christ. This was a good running back draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaquille Griffin, Kenny Galladay,
Seahawks, yeah.
James Conner,
Eddie Jackson.
Tariq Cohen. Tariq Cohen fucked you in fantasy.
Yeah, he did.
Chris
He's so
Borland.
small.
George Kittle.
That's who I was thinking of.
Kittle in the 5th round. D'Angelo Yancey. I don't even.
Fuck is that? Purdue Big Ten.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to talk about what our next bracket might be? And then we can get that bracket down, like next podcast.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
get a list together since
well,
we're pretty much
seems
done
like,
with the alcoholic beverages.
Seemed like cereal had some traction, right?
Oh,
You guys want to do cereal?
I feel like everyone can relate to cereal, right?
How many do you want to do? Do you want to do?
1632.
Oh, we can do 32 easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do 64.
We'll do 32.
But like, I
32
feel like
fine.
I
Narrow
feel
it
like
down.
we should refine it though. We shouldn't have like we had like 4 different seltzers. We shouldn't have like 4
Like
different
Cheerios
types of
will
Cheerios.
include Honey Nut, regular, chocolate, peanut butter Cheerios. What the fuck the other ones are?
I feel like that's too many.
Yeah, just 2. I
You think
Honey
2
Nut-
Cheerios?
You
think
could do
Honey Nut-
like Captain Crunch.
No one's gonna
with
vote for
and
the
without
one.
berries.
Honey Nut is like the one.
Okay,
Honey
so
Nut.
just leave it at Honey Nut
Honey
then.
Nut Cheerios.
Just leave
Staple.
Honey Nut.
I think
Not-
regular Cheerios are legit.
I mean,
Oh, those are for
they're
old
okay.
people.
I put banana.
They
in
help
it,
with
it tastes great.
cholesterol.
Right.
Yeah, no, you need the
Lowers
banana.
my cholesterol.
Banana with the Honey Nut is good. You need the little sugar on there.
Yeah, I don't think we should do too many versions of.
Well, give me your top 5 right now.
Damn.
Not health wise, just like
Just
you love to.
I
You
fuck
could
with
eat a
Honey
whole
Nut.
fucking bag of
I
it.
fuck with frosted. Well, I fuck with Frosted Flakes. I fuck with Wheaties, like the frosted Wheaties.
What are
Is
you
that a
training
thing?
for a
Frosted
marathon?
Wheaties?
Frosted Wheaties. That's like a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It has little like sugar on top.
I like
Yeah.
the
Brussels
white
Not,
powder.
not just regular Wheaties.
White
that sounds
powder.
awful. What'd you say?
You like Brussels sprouts?
I fuck with
like
Brussels sprouts. I fuck with
Wheaties?
Brussels sprouts.
What are we? Oh, frosted Wheaties? Or,
Frosted Wheaties. That's what I.
Oh,
meant.
okay. I was gonna say Wheaties. You might as well
Frosted
eat fucking
Flakes,
wheat
Frosted
thins.
Wheaties. I don't really fuck with Captain Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, Captain Crunch is so good.
Interesting. I have my 5, but I'm
I
just
fuck
waiting
with
for you.
Reese's.
Life cereal's
I like
pretty
Reese's.
good.
Like,
Even though like
don't think
I
Life
wouldn't,
is pretty
I
good.
wouldn't rank that in my top 5, but like
How do you guys feel about Pops?
Corn pops.
all right,
Pops.
Is that corn pops?
they're
just called
good.
Pops?
They're good,
I
but
like corn pops.
I don't love them. I like them, but
I think my top 5, in no particular order, are Frosted Flakes, Cocoa Puffs,
Cocoa Puffs are good.
creates chocolate milk, great shit.
Yeah, that is good. What about Cocoa
So
Pebbles?
does the Reese's Puffs.
Nah, I've never really had Cocoa Pebbles. I like the texture of the puffs.
Wait,
more
what's
than
the
the
other
Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles and
Fruity Pebbles?
no, the other chocolate one.
I think Reese's Puffs
Chocolate,
is a
chocolate
top
Rice
5.
Krispies. I think Rice Krispies has that cereal, and then do you have the
Chocolate
they
Rice
have
Krispies.
The chocolate one, right?
There's definitely going to be a lot of chocolate ones, which thinking about that chocolate in your cereal is like.
Ah,
I would put Cheerios like in general on there. I mean, like I like Honey Nut, I like regular. I don't feel like taking up 2 spots in my top 5, so I'm just saying Cheerios. I said Reese's
French
Puffs.
Toast Crunch.
I feel
You
like
didn't, you didn't say Reese's Puffs. You said Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs.
Reese's Puffs are good
I fuck with
too.
Reese's Puffs. Yeah, Reese's. I said Reese's Puffs as well. But yeah,
Apple
throw,
Jacks?
throw some and Captain Crunch. That probably rounds out
Apple
my
Jacks,
top 5.
mhm.
Captain Crunch. Is
Apple
good.
Jacks is a second tier.
Apple Jacks is all right.
But I think Captain Crunch
Lucky
with
Charms?
the Crunch Berries.
I haven't been. I'll eat.
We'll have to bring out a lot of stuff.
I love Lucky Charms, but like I don't really think they're that special.
I'm not a Lucky Charms guy.
Me neither. I'm not like a Lucky Charms guy, but
think
like I will eat. I'll eat it.
How do you guys feel
Cinnamon
about
Toast
Trix?
Crunch is
Trix is
cringe.
all right.
Trix, the regular Trix now, like just the balls. Ain't that what they are now?
Maybe.
They used to be like the shapes, or
I used
whatever
to
they
eat
were.
I don't think I did, but a bunch of kids at school used to eat the yogurts, the Trix yogurt.
Yeah.
You probably had that.
I don't know if I've.
You were the first person that really made me feel like yogurt is something
Oh.
I have in my life.
what?
You kept bringing yogurts to lunch, and I was like, "Mom, can I have yogurt?"
You
It's
eat so much
cocoa-
more yogurt
it's
than me
cocoa-
Now I do.
It's Cocoa Pebbles with like the Flintstones,
Yeah.
and then Cocoa Krispies with the
Yeah.
the elves or whatever the fuck. it is.
I still think.
What's
Cocoa
that
Puffs
crazy?
is the
Cocoa
best.
Puffs is with a crazy ass bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
There you
Honey
Rich.
Smacks. I've never really had them.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's slabs.
Honey Smacks are
Golden
good,
Grams.
but it's not first
Golden
tier.
Grams,
Golden Grams, yeah.
Frosted Flakes, Trix, Fruit Loops.
Oh,
Fruity,
what about
Fruity
I've never
Pebbles
been
are
a Fruit
good.
Loops guy.
Fruity
What about-
Pebbles, they're so
when I
sugary,
was
but
younger-
they're good.
everything's so fucking sugary? When I was younger, honeycomb. That's where it was. That's what was.
Honeycombs
not
are good.
bad.
That'll be on the list. That's
Got to be on the list. I don't even know. I haven't seen that in so long.
I think honeycomb.
Goes like Raisin Bran?
Was
No,
it?
Raisin Bran.
not particularly.
I like it.
You
Raisin
like it?
Bran's
Yeah, I
good.
knew you were gonna say that.
I'll eat it, but I wouldn't choose it over like a bunch of other cereals.
Cheerios,
I used to
Raisin
have in college. I used to have
Oh,
so
Cheerios.
much Raisin
I'm a
Bran.
big
Cheerios.
Cheerios banana guy.
General Mills or Kellogg's? You don't even
Honey
know.
Nut Cheerio or regular Cheerio?
Do you know?
Kellogg's.
I feel like I
can
don't
tell
really know the
difference,
difference
I
between all of them.
think. Well, Kellogg's is Frosted Flakes. Kellogg's is.
You guys ever have?
Pebbles.
You guys ever have Cookie
Kellogg's-
Crisp?
What?
Ever have Cookie Crisp?
I think I've
I
had it.
have, but
My
I don't-
grandma bought it for me like a long time ago.
I
I was
wouldn't
like,
eat that for breakfast.
I was like, it's
though.
cookies in cereal. Like,
Yeah.
I can't eat
so
this.
is-
And I ate it, and it was good.
Yeah, I mean, of course. It's good.
Captain Crunch Crunch Berries. You think that should
I
be
love-
separate than
That's-
Captain Crunch?
That's what we'll.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
You think
I,
this would be two separate?
I don't
things?
want to have it separate. I think that
you
should be
could have
one.
them
I think it
separate,
could. I
but,
think it's
like,
good enough to be
they
separate.
totally taste different, and they
Really?
rip your mouth apart.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They do, but it's worth it.
Yeah. All berries.
Oops,
fuck
all berries.
it.
Fuck that.
You need the real.
Oh.
Captain Crunch
What
in
about the
Yeah.
honey almond honey bunches of oats.
Yes.
Honey bunches of oats.
I
You
used
gotta
to
get
eat
on.
Honey
that
bunches
every
of
morning in
oats is
college.
good too. My mom always
I used to
buys
buy the one
that.
with the dried strawberries in it. Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So I that was my go-to. You know what I used to do, and it wasn't optimal for taste, but I used to make a protein shake with the chocolate powder with
Yeah.
milk, and then I'd shake it up and put it in the cereal. It
Yeah.
tastes really good and gets your protein in, but like regular milk still wins.
Yeah. Grape nuts.
Nuts and honey, that's the one I think. That's the honey bunches with nuts and
I
honey.
want to see number one.
You know what I don't fuck with is the honey bunches of oats with almonds in it.
So you guys
No,
like,
I fuck with that.
You fuck with that?
It's not full almonds. It's just like
I
a
don't really
slice.
care.
It's like they're
but
thin.
It's not a cereal. to
Oh,
me.
it's absolutely. But yeah,
so you
think there should be. You like the chocolate cocoa puffs, crispy chocolate.
I like
cookie
Cocoa
crisp,
Puffs.
every kind of chocolate. But you don't think
No,
there
I
should
don't.
be. You
I'm,
like
I'm
plenty of
strictly
chocolate.
Cocoa Puffs. That's it. I'm not
You
about
like
the
Reese's
crispy.
Puffs?
I'm okay. Reese's Puffs. Okay,
All
who the
right,
fuck
so
doesn't
whatever.
like
You
Reese's
like
Puffs?
plenty of chocolate, but you don't want almonds in your breakfast.
I mean, I'm not saying. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about
Almonds
Cocoa
don't
Puffs.
belong in fucking
Here-
cereal.
I actually don't and wouldn't recommend eating
unless
Cocoa
they're
Puffs
sliced
for breakfast.
thinly like that.
I used to eat Cocoa Puffs as like an after dinner meal at the dining hall in college. That's
Honestly,
what
I don't
do.
think any of these cereals should be eaten for breakfast except for Raisin Bran and
Cheerios.
regular
No, they
Cheerios.
shouldn't. We're not saying
Yeah.
cereals for breakfast.
Well,
We're just saying
I'd eat
cereals.
this shit for dessert every day.
Honestly, yeah, it's definitely a good dessert.
How about just like shit you mix with milk?
Yeah, shit you mix with milk. Hold on, there's a few things you could add there.
Yeah, there's
Oreos, number one.
shit.
Done.
Protein shake.
Count Chocula.
Here's a really
No, we used to run out, like me and Matt would like we'd run low on like Cheerios or Life,
yeah.
and we'd throw them together.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever have Life and Cheerios together in the
No.
same bowl?
I don't think so.
It's really good actually.
Interesting.
Honey Nut Cheerios
mixing
and
them up
Life
is great.
cereal.
Sometimes
Wait,
mixing
life
up
is an X? Is that what it is? Or
No,
what's
life,
Life
is
is the
like
squares.
squares.
Excuse me.
You never had Life cereal? I mean,
I don't think I have. Oh, life. That's with the colorful letters, right? Yeah.
yeah, like the squares.
Wait, whoa, go up. Because just for a second, scroll up. What the fuck is that?
Lucky Trumps.
Lucky fucking Trumps.
Oh, they're lucky knockoff Lucky
Greatness in every bite.
Trumps. Look at his photo.
Snowflakes.
Oh shit! $5,000 on eBay of Lucky Trumps.
That guy's bringing home some
No,
cash.
those are Trumpios.
Trumpios.
Remember they had for the Bills players to make their own cereal?
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Marios,
Yeah, Mario's and the Kick Save Crunch.
Kick Save Crunch. It's all the same cereal.
Yeah. It's good marketing, though. Good Buffalonian marketing.
It has a bunch of the boxes at home. Yeah. It was like Honey Nut toasted oats, not
Yeah. Are you FaceTiming Will?
No.
I was going to say.
All right, you want to wrap it up there?
Yeah, might as well. Mahomes Magic Crunch.
We'll get back into this convo next podcast.
All right, so we'll wrap it up. Stay safe out there, guys. This is episode 6. Check us out, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify. And, yeah. All right, catch you later, guys. Thanks.